what I learned in Milwaukee. I learned that the only thing more psychologically challenging than driving 300 miles through the Midwest by yourself is driving 500 miles by yourself. I was forced to comfort myself the only way I know how, by eating fast food. Why did I choose to come to Milwaukee by myself? That's a good question. Although I knew nothing about this city, I've been hearing it's cool for as long as I can remember. And it does have all the tools. Lake, river, art, this thing. Situated on the western banks of Lake Michigan, there's about 1.5 million people living in the metro area. Germans have had an enormous impact on this city since the 1850s, which explains all the beer. I learned that having a coffee table the color of nothing is kind of a liability. Ow. The house came with a one-eyed boxer. The dog thought I was suspect, so she always kept an eye on me. This is the Milwaukee Art Museum, and I love it. The building has wings. They open in the morning and they close at night. It overlooks the lake, has its own bridge to downtown, and has an awesome parking structure. And I'm told that there's art inside. I learned that Milwaukee has a legit beach, and it's big. Sand, sports, and ass cracks. That's what I always say. Just beach huts, sand, and sports, and ass cracks. Ass crack. After screwing around downtown for a while, I wanted a hot dog, so what?
You opposed to Italian sausage?
Not opposed.
All right, well then we're gonna get you an Italian. So one thing I've learned is that using your sausage is the best sausage in town, hands down. And I've learned that my son's a hot dog.
Also downtown is the Riverwalk. This is where I came upon the bronze fawns, as in a life-size bronze replica of the fawns from Happy Days. All the tourists come here to get their picture taken with the bronze fawns, which is exactly why A1 is here, a homeless portrait artist. A1 is a charmer. He'll rap with anybody.
How you doing, sir? You gotta catch the bus. Where's the bus going to? You know what I learned? Love people.
For his time, I thought the least I could do was get us some lunch, so A1 suggested some Chinese takeout from a nearby place.
This is the best Chinese restaurant in Milwaukee called China Gourmet.
I've learned that being homeless doesn't mean that you have to act homeless, because home is where the heart is. Learn to love, respect. We're all the same.
I met A1's associates, Rick and Ed. And it wouldn't be Chinese takeout without fortune cookies.
Oh man, wish you a good journey. Where you go? It's a good one. Positive. Yeah.
A friend is a good present you give yourself.
I'm gonna hang on to this. You like sunshine and fresh air. That's why I'm out on the streets, baby.
I asked the boys if they'd ever had their picture taken with the bronze fawns.
No, I haven't.
So I thought we'd take care of that real quick.
Hey!
Alright everyone, let's go sailing!
This is the Dennis Sullivan, a 137-foot, three-masted schooner built to resemble what was cruising around this lake in the 19th century. This is Jane. I used to greatly annoy Jane when we worked at a coffee shop in Portland about 10 years ago, but now she's a designer in Milwaukee.
I learned that sailing is totally nautical.
This is her husband, Tim.
I learned that I do not know how to tie any knots.
And their friend, Maureen.
I learned this is not a real pirate ship. There is no rum on this boat.
What have I learned by being captain of the Dennis Sullivan? How not to look scared ever.
I learned that there's a large variety of things to do in the historic 3rd Ward District. Ping pong, big Jenga, dice. Bloody Marys contain both meat and cheese, which feels to me like they have their own heartbeat. Rum chata comes from Milwaukee. I've never heard of rum chata before, but if you like rum, cream, and the exact taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you'll like rum chata. On my way home, I remembered that I had to take care of something real quick at my office.
I learned a lot of things in this bar. My mom has always told me that you can't depend on meeting a woman in a bar because you only meet trash. And then I remind her that even she came down to see me here.
Ducks, you better move.
You get out of there, ducks.
I had time for one more activity before it was all said and done, so I talked my way onto Maureen's boat. We took it up the river, and it was awesome to see the city from this different perspective. She said we'd probably get pulled over by the cops, and she was right.
What are you filming for? What I learned? Right?
Milwaukee is, indeed, a cool city. It's a city with heart, a city with creative dental work, a city where dogs can pee on a lake, a city where I cheat at Big Jenga, a city of hot dog kids,
Get on the mic and MC.
a city that says, yes, give me another shot of that delicious milky substance, and a city that says, no, I'm not gonna wear a helmet, a city of sand, sports, and ass cracks, a city of portraits, a city of Pabst. And I know there's a lot more to this city than these little things, but these little things are what I learned.
I'm glad to meet you, JT.
I'm glad to meet you too.
So tell me, JT, what have you learned?
I learned ass crack.